What's up, everybody? This is Jonathan. I got my name right that time. And I'm doing an early review of the new expansion released for Civilization V called Gods and Kings. It re-adds religion and spies to the game, and also adds a number of famous kings throughout history, as the title would suggest. And thing about this game, Civilization V, a lot of people are hating on it because they changed.
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
Yeah. Pretty much any time somebody offers to be friends with me, if I'm playing peacefully, I just say yes, because, you know, what the heck. But anyway. Dang. A lot of people are hating on the game because Civilization V changed so much of what, pretty much what was Civilization. From the first Civilization, there were a lot of things that just kind of stayed the same, pretty much. And there are also a lot of things about Civilization V which are the same, like you start... Yeah, from the very beginning of the series, you start with a warrior and a settler. And that is probably... that may be the only thing that has stayed completely the same. But, a lot of the things, like, now the way, like, the hex system... Whoa. Yeah, well, this is actually a new feature. Oh. I didn't know it did that. Shows you the progress to building something. I actually didn't know it did that. But yeah, this new hexagonal grid system, it changes the movement, the way movement works and things like that. But yeah, a lot of people are hating on it because of so many things that are changed. And that's just a couple of... actually, that's one thing, but... No, wait, that's two. Anyway, that's just a couple of things that have been changed. There's so many other things that are different now. I could not begin to start describing all of them. But, since I pre-ordered the expansion, because I really wanted to get it, and I got it for a little bit cheaper, because, you know, just because I pre-ordered it. Just bombard this dude. Yeah, that's another new feature. Cities can now defend themselves without any units. Although you still need units to defend your cities. That's a new feature they added into the game, so that you can't just move into a city and take it just because there are no units there. But the way Civilization IV was set up, units were just generally all over the map, so that usually wasn't a problem. I'm playing as Babylon right now, so I've got that little thing, it's special building. Crud. Guess I'll build a workboat. Let's get... And this is a new tech that they added. They added a lot of text like this one in between for some balancing things and, you know, issues like that. Actually, I kind of want currency because since... redundancy. Since, I mean, just look at the geography. I'm, like, on a really long, almost like... Well, it is a peninsula. It's not almost a peninsula, it is a peninsula. And, that means I'm gonna be having a lot of coastal cities, which probably means I'm gonna be focused on money. And even more so, because I've got gold here, and I've got a new resource called truffles. Here, 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 and here, and here. No, that's deer, sorry. And, they are luxury resources and provide only gold, which most luxury resources do. And I've found some... What? Oh, okay. Whew. Yeah, actually, if you have a city already built on a resource, like this, you just automatically get the resource, which is actually good. That's awesome. And now I don't have to build a mine. Yeah, I didn't know it was there before because I didn't have iron working. But anyway. So, yeah, a lot of people were hating on the game because another thing was a lot of people were saying they removed religion and spies from the game. And, you know, of course that was a bad thing for a lot of people. And I actually at first I liked that they removed religion from the game because I personally hated the way it worked. Because you'd have a religion and it was solely to like manipulate your relationship with other civilizations. And I was about to say city-states, but there weren't any city-states back then. City-states are another thing I loved about what they changed. It's just this Civilization 5 is like a much more modernized version, which is one reason why I like it. There are a few things that I don't like that were changed, but actually most of the things I really like the new combat system, for instance. You can only have one military unit per tile, which actually that does cause a problem, because sometimes you can get boxed in by a city-state civilian units or something, which can be problematic. Or like one of your friendly civilizations might just happen to put a swordsman somewhere at the wrong time and block your strategy if you're at war with another civilization. So that does cause some problems, but there's not really a way to change that though. So basically, okay, here is the way religion works now. At the start of the game, you don't get any faith points. Now, some civilizations have the ability to automatically gain faith points from forest tiles and things like that. But if you're not one of those civilizations, your two only ways to get faith early in the game are to build shrines. Like you saw earlier, it was an option here. I still don't have one in this city. And they give you 1 faith per turn, and they cost 1 gold of maintenance. And that's another thing about this expansion, it seems to be harder to make money. Because I used to, like any time I played, by now I would usually have like 10 gold per turn at least, but now I've only got 2. And I'm playing pretty much the same way I usually play. And another way is to become friends with a new city-state type called religious, and they simply they give you faith per turn. So those are the 2 main ways if you're not one of the civilizations that automatically gets it from forests or whatever. And I think it starts at...
Would you be interested in a trade agreement with England?
I guess so, because sometimes they get pissy if you don't. I really don't have a reason to say no. But anyway, because I've got plenty of them. I've got 4, I think. Yeah, 4 sources of them. What was I saying? Oh yeah, faith points. I think it starts at 40 is the requirement to found what they call a pantheon. And once you get to that objective, crap. Pillaged my camp there. I'll have to rebuild it. But once you reach that goal, you can form a pantheon of gods, and basically, well, that's actually where I am now. I'm trying to build faith to get a great profit. Come on.
I have some information.
Yes, I know. I just forgot to tell her not to tell me that again. I chose Messenger of the Gods, which is you get +2 science in cities with a trade route. And only one of my cities has a trade route at the moment. I only have 3 cities. It's still very early in the game. And I have chosen the tradition tree. And I always go with honor first. I always get honor first because it really helps against barbarians, and it pays for itself within, like, you get like 4, maybe 5 kills. Well, actually, it depends on what kind of unit you kill, but if you kill four brutes, that pays for itself already if it's the first culture or social policy you get, so I like having that. But yeah, now the way religion works, it actually gives you bonuses, and I went the wrong way with that ship. I meant to go that way. You get these bonuses like the one I just showed, and later on you get different kinds of bonuses like happiness bonuses or production bonuses, and there are basically things which are kind of like the Crusades, you know, like Holy War or Holy something, Just War. Yeah, Just War is one of the things you can choose. I forgot exactly what it does. I think it gives combat strength or something. I think that's what it does. I really don't know why he's sitting there. Has he been sitting there the whole time? If so, why? Oh no, he just... okay, the city produced one just now, okay. About to say, you better not have been sleeping the whole time. I will build a library because I'm going for being sciencey. Especially as Babylon, because Babylon, when you get writing, when you research writing, you get a free Great Scientist, which I use to build this academy, which I hope they're working, yeah. And in fact, I'm gonna lock that in place. Ah, crud. We go this way. Kinda flank him. Okay, he's taking care of that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 improved tiles, and they're about to have a fishing boat, so I'm actually going to go ahead and start building a road. Oh yeah, look at how much... look at that pile of money that's coming in, though. Roads now cost maintenance, which removes the whole, you know, like, put millions of roads everywhere thing. And you also don't need... yeah, I'm just gonna... well... yeah, just build a farm. You can't undo a move, which is one thing I don't like. I mean, you can always load a previous save or an auto-save, but that just takes too long. Well, crap. You're so stupid. It's not like I really thought you were my friend anyway. I should have seen that coming, though. You motherfucker! Damn it! Okay. But yeah, basically I'm trying to get a great profit, and that allows you to choose more beliefs, and actually there's a big list of them right there. Just kind of pause the video and replay to read all that. Oh, wait a minute, is that the ones that are taken right now? Oh, I guess so. Huh. Yeah, there are a bunch of religions that are ahead of mine right now. Mainly because I got unlucky. I was so far away from any city-state, and didn't really have any way to get didn't have a way to get faith, really, except for the crap. Oh, that's nice timing. Except to build shrines, so they're really behind on that. And they freaking killed a worker. this is really how it is for any civilization that spawns just a little too close to you. They tend to be very, very aggressive. I am going to build... Why can't I build a swordsman? Oh, I can. Okay. That would take a while. I kind of need one though, so... And I can upgrade him as soon as he gets his butt over here, but... the heck? Yeah, and I haven't gotten a spy yet, though. But I really do like most of the changes they made. There are not many things that I don't like. I actually hated the way religion worked in the other game, in Civilization 4, because you had to research a certain technology to get a certain religion. Thus, if you wanted a certain religion, which actually it didn't really matter which religion you chose, because they didn't really do anything. It just altered relationships with other civilizations, and that's one thing I hated about it. I hated that someone would not like you just because you couldn't get the religion over to them for whatever reason or whatever, and you could have been friends otherwise. But a lot of times that would prevent you from becoming friends with them, and I hated that. But now, religion doesn't seem to affect your relationship as much. Now, if you move your religion into their cities, I guess it would. I haven't really gotten that far in the game yet. Oh well. Wow. Look, I have like half the health that he does, and I just destroyed him. He's already down to the same, almost that same exact amount of health. So I'm going to go ahead and move him in here. And actually, I'm going to move the scout over here. Because one of the social policies gives me the ability, or gives my cities the ability to use their ranged attacks much more effectively if there's a unit garrisoned in the city, which is really nice. Let's use the theology and civil service. I do want civil service, so I'm going to get that. Yeah, I know. And I have... Sure. I have gotten to the point in a different game, but I got a really bad start, and actually I didn't get a very good start here either. Yeah, that's a problem though, with accepting everybody's friend requests. People tend to not like you for it, sometimes. Now, I don't think China's going to be a problem, because, yeah, they've already pulled back. Now, the AI has been slightly improved. I've noticed sometimes they'll just target your weak forces, which they should have been doing all along, but a lot of... previously, they were really retarded with picking who to shoot at and stuff like that, or who to attack. A lot of times they would send units one by one into your territory to try to attack one of your cities, and they would just fail miserably because, you know, they're going in one by one. They'd have to pull out, and then they'd come right back to get another ass kicking. But they did improve it so that they do tend to swarm your cities slightly more effectively. They're still kind of stupid. I mean, look what I'm doing here. I'm just taking out their guys because they keep pulling out and coming back in. Since the expansion, I have actually not seen them do this before, but they're doing it now for whatever reason. I think she just underestimated... Yeah, she underestimated my defenses because I hadn't even built this guy yet. All of the bots can get a reading on, like, an overall strength of your military, and actually you can too. Like, he says our war is not going well because they have slightly better military. Overall strength is higher, which I can tell right there, because they have at least 2 swordsmen. They shouldn't be a problem, though. Not as long as I stay on the defensive. What I like to do in a situation like this, stay on the defensive a while. Just blow through some of their... Oh, come on! Just basically run through some of their units and then counterattack, and that tends to be very effective. Hold on, make sure they're garrisoned. Because if they're not garrisoned... Okay, yeah. It says 50% right there, and I can't... You know, it says right there. Okay, a third of their health is gone. And now they should be down to about half health. Yeah. Exactly half health, actually. Oh, and obviously they multiplied the health points and damage by 10. And it makes it balance. And they also balanced the quick heal thing, which I like. Because in earlier versions of Civilization 5, units could quick heal, and they would instantly regain all of their health. And I need to start running. I'll give you that, I guess. Actually, I should have probably picked the other one. Oh well. But yeah, they balanced that now. They nerfed it so that it only gives you half your health back instead of all of it back. Because the AI would spam the crap out of that. I'm gonna go ahead and take you out. Composite Bowman is a new unit. It's available for all the civilizations, and it's basically something they added in between the archer and the crossbowman. I'm already fighting a war right now, so... Don't you sass me with that hand. Crap. Need to get this ship back to an area where they can heal up. Yeah, ships cannot heal just anywhere. That you have to be in friendly territory of some kind, like a city-state you're friends with, or somebody you have open borders with. Actually, they have greater numbers than I thought. And they've got catapults too. Well, that catapult is going to be gone. Jeez. Yeah. There we go. That works. Yeah, I love the garrison unit attack bonus. It's awesome. So that catapult pretty much instantly died. I love fighting this way because it means I'm killing off their units without using any of mine, so I don't have to make more units. I don't have to produce more, but they do. Which is very nice. Not really talking about the expansion anymore, although I've said pretty much all I can at this point. At least all I can say without being able to... Or, you know, all I can say that I can actually show you. And I have done a little bit of the spying. Never got far into it because the last game I played, I got to the Renaissance era, and I had just made a big mistake and I was getting overrun. Well, not really, it's just that I sensed it coming. I could feel it. So I was like, you know, screw it. So I started this game, which I still don't have a great start. Dang it, I thought I was done. I still don't have a great start, but it's better than the last game. Normally I would say no, but... She's actually got some considerable forces, though. I don't really want to fight a war with you, but I know you're just going to declare war again later. So, no. Of course, she's pulling out, though. If I can get my ship over here, there's that guy right there embarked. Oh, crud. Barbarians seem to be sluggish in their decision making, so I'm hoping they won't attack. At least not right now. Kinda need a chariot archer for that. Move this guy over here. You stay there. I'm not really in a rush to make any units, as you can see. But yeah, back to the expansion. Religion is more about tactically choosing. Crap.
What is drama but life with the dull bits cut out?
But yeah, it's more tactical, where you choose, like, you want more happiness for your city for every 5 people living it or something. It's actually kind of like social policies. Works about the same way, but you spread your religion to other cities and city-states and gain influence over them. Just like you did in Civilization 4. Yeah, you would, except in this one you have to buy missionaries with faith points, which basically sacrifices some faith points that you could normally use to get a great profit to enhance your religion and add, you know, more bonuses to it. Get a library, I guess. I don't generally go against what it recommends, because usually it recommends pretty good options. And yeah, I said I wanted civil service earlier. It doubles the bonus that farms get if they're next to fresh water, which is real nice. So this would get 5 food and that would get 3. When I say double, I mean +1, because normally a farm is +1 to the tile, and then plus another +1 would be, you know, in this case would be 5, in this case would be 3. So yeah, that's what I think about. So, you know, basically, if you didn't like the game before, you're probably not going to like the game now, just because of the things added to it. It's just that some of the things have been improved, some of the things have been balanced, and they've just added some things that were that just weren't in the game before. And I actually prefer the way religion and spies work in Civilization 5 than they did in Civilization 4. It's just my, I guess, preference, but yeah, like I said, a lot of people are hating on the game, partially because of the AI flaws, but also because they changed so much of what was Civilization. You know, what Civilization stood for as a game series. So, yeah, that's why a lot of people are just crapping all over the game. But also because there were a lot of, there still are kinda a lot of bugs in the AI and just inconsistencies. But the thing is, a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people will say, "Well, oh, China attacked me for no reason." Actually, she did attack me for a reason. She attacked me because I'm weak right now, and you know, and when I say weak, I mean I didn't have a strong military. Now I've got a little bit tougher military. And she thought she could take me over, and she was wrong. But you know, that, and just because she, first of all, she's so close to my border, she's gonna want my territory. And that's pretty much how it works. And it actually does say, I forgot where I saw this, but it did say somewhere, either in the help section or something, that I think it was under diplomacy, the help section for diplomacy. I was reading up, I thought it might include some updates, but it really didn't. It was just given like a newbie tutorial on how diplomacy worked, which, you know, of course didn't help me, but I kind of read through it anyway. Kind of interesting to see how they describe it. And it said, you know, some civilizations will be passive, some will be aggressive, and some will just be flat out liars. Which is true. People don't realize that. People are like, you know, this person attacked me for no reason. I was their friend. Why did they attack me? It's because they're a lying son of a bitch. That's really all there is to it. And people just don't realize that, and they get mad that the AI is inconsistent and blah blah blah. They are in some cases, but generally they are pretty consistent. And yeah, they did improve the AI, like diplomacy and things like that, a little bit. One example would be it used to be in Civilization 5, if you settled a city too close to their borders, they would get on to you about it. Well, they still do, but if you tell them, you know, sorry, we won't do it again, it used to be that if you did it again, even like 200 turns later, that they would get pissed off about it. But now there's like a kind of a statute of limitations. Yeah, there's kind of a statute of limitations on how long you can go and then build a city again. It seems that way because I got a message before, because that happened before, and I told them, you know, I wouldn't do it again, and then later, about 45 turns later, I got this message saying you can consider that promise fulfilled. So I assumed that meant that they wouldn't get quite as mad if I did it again. They still get mad even if you apologize for it, but not as mad as if you say either screw you or if you do it again. They'll get especially pissed off if you tell them you won't do it again and then you do it again, more so than if you just say screw you. But because then they think you're a liar, and then they'll probably denounce you. What do I want? Probably this. Probably commerce, and then rationalism later. That's basically the same bonus that the Great Lighthouse gives. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm doing kind of bad right now. I got kind of a bad start because I was trying to build a Great Lighthouse, and before that I was trying to build a Great Library, and both times someone beat me to it like within 5 turns of it being done. So I got really behind in production in my capital city, but I do have the Oracle now, so that's nice. But yeah, anyway, this is just my basic overview. And like I said, if you didn't like the game before the expansion, you're not going to like the game with the expansion, because all it is the same formula, just a little extra, and something's balanced. Although you might like it now, if you didn't like it before, chances are you won't. But if you did like the game, like I did, I mean, there are some downfalls that I find kind of annoying, but none of them are really a big deal. But anyway, like I said, bottom line, if you didn't like it before, you won't like it now. Like I've already said a few times. So that's about it. And I guess I'll show you spies later, although pretty much how it works is you give them orders through a screen kind of like this, and you'll tell them to go to a certain city, and if they're in a different civilization, they'll survey the city first, and you get what's called like an overview of the city's potential, and then they'll automatically start stealing technology, which takes a long time. And if your enemy happens to have a spy stationed in that city, there's a chance that they'll get found and killed. And of course, if that happens, they'll get pissed off at you because you're sending spies into their cities trying to steal their intel. And your spies will level up when they successfully either find a spy and kill them, or if they steal intel. And you can also rig elections in city-states to gain influence. And basically, the higher their rank, the better and faster they do things. And yeah, that's pretty much spies in a nutshell. You get one spy in the Renaissance era, which is why I can't show you spies right now. How far away am I from Renaissance? Pretty far, yeah. So that's pretty much the way spies work. I haven't gotten into spies that much yet, though, so I can't really say much about, you know, like how they work, although I did fool around with spies in Civilization 4, and I didn't like how everything you did costed money, and money was harder to come by in Civilization 4 than it is in Civilization 5, because in order to make money you would usually have to sacrifice research, which I really didn't like. There are also other ways to kind of cheat getting money. Like certain great people could be hired into your city, and most of them would give you money straight up. And money didn't work the same way it did in this game. In Civilization 4, science and gold were kind of together. They were both considered commerce, but now they're separate, which I really like. Anyway, that's some of my opinions on the expansion. And I might do another video doing spies, showing you how spies work later. Although I've pretty much given a pretty decent overview of what spies do and how they work. So this has been an overview of all of that, and you will see me later.